Good morning, you beautiful, loving, divine friends. The nodes switched signs last night, so right around 11 o'clock, the North Node entered Gemini from Cancer, the South Node entered Sagittarius from Capricorn, and here they will stay for the next year and a half or so, letting us know how to find our way back home and how to move on from the past. So the North Node really points us back towards our path consistently, and is a good barometer for how we should be experiencing truth and what will get us to the truest experience of ourselves, what will bring us into alignment with universal law, what will allow us to feel universal law. These are the things that the North Node can indicate. And with the North Node in Gemini, it is saying that we need to open a dialogue and drop our agendas and listen without trying to win an argument. Understanding that there's no winning an argument, just having a conversation. And that if we allow the conversation to flow, ideas will come from that. And these ideas will allow us to, start to find solutions to some of these problems that we're looking to deal with right now. Now the South Node is in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is a fire sign. Gemini is an air sign. Gemini is very intellectual, I should say, as well. It's a very intellectually driven sign. It's a good time for learning. It's a good time to expand your mental capacity. It's a good time to learn new concepts. So these are all things that are going to help you to experience a sense of purpose, right? So South Node in Sagittarius now, so they always are opposite each other. And Sagittarius is this very expansive energy. Sagittarius is a traveler, it's a teacher, it's a philosopher. It's very religiously oriented. It's also, Sagittarius also rules higher education. So while Gemini rules early education, I would say up to high school is probably the ballpark there. Sagittarius really rules like higher education, spiritual development, that kind of thing. And it's also a very athletic sign. And South Node in Sagittarius, when compared to what we're being called to do with North Node in Gemini, is to drop our beliefs. And not necessarily in the sense that we can't believe these things, but our beliefs carry with them a baggage that taint the exchange of ideas and open dialogue. If we're in our head thinking, I'm going to convince this person to believe what I believe, or at least I'm not going to let go of my beliefs for the sake of this conversation, the conversation's not going to go very far. And Gemini has an inherent curiosity that believes that I can learn something from the person in front of me. Even if it's not what they are saying that I learn from, the conversation that I have, I can learn from. And so by dropping this high horse of beliefs, by being willing to suspend belief of what the other person is saying, this free flow of ideas will propel us forward, right now and bring us to, like I said, this experience of truth, universal law. Now, there's a lot of other stuff that could be healing from this South Node in Sagittarius. Like I said, higher education wounds. I don't think it's a coincidence that student loans, could really come under the microscope during South Node in Sagittarius, right? Some of these healing karmas of our higher education are very much in play with South Node in Sagittarius, and healing religious and political and whatever beliefs we have created, we are healing karmas related to those right now. Being willing to let go, being willing to recognize that we may have been too rigid in our structures in the past, and that we may have been actually harmed by some of the rigidity of these structures, right? So this is going to be an interesting year and a half here. We need to open a dialogue. We need to be willing to listen to people. We need to be willing to drop our agendas within that dialogue and approach that dialogue not with the intention that I'm going to impose my beliefs on this person. I'm going to try to make this person be vegan, right? I'm going to try to make this person do yoga. I'm going to try to make this person see that they need to meditate. No. Ask a question, be curious, and accept where the conversation goes. Not to say that you shouldn't express your opinions, right? You absolutely should, and if you have something to say, you should say it. But being willing to allow the conversation to guide you. So I'm going to leave it there today. There's a lot more I could talk about. This Venus and Neptune aspect is going to be really interesting for the next couple of weeks here, because Venus, she's about to go retrograde, and so she's slowing down, and so she's creating this tough square with Neptune, again, creating some confusion. When Neptune's activated, we're all really sleepy, so just know that that's kind of a part of this right now. I love you all so much. Please reach out if you want to do a reading. Like I said, with this nodal shift happening right now, this is a really, really important time to get a handle on your direction, where your North Node is in your chart in relationship to the current North Node. And when you work those together, you can really start to find some magic. So reach out to me if you're interested in that at all. Have a wonderful day. I appreciate all of you who watch these, who donate. Please, if you're feeling called to, my information is in the description for this video if you'd like to donate. So thank you all so much. Have the best day. I love you.